Let me start with a question. What is AGI? AGI isn't a superpower brain in a box, it's something that emerges between us. I recently stumbled across a talk by Dr. Daniel Brzik from Amazon AGI, and honestly, it hit me really hard. A lot of scattered thoughts that I've been having in the back of my mind, things about cognition, AI, co-evolution, she just laid it all out with clarity. Her framing turned fragments into frameworks, stuff I have felt intuitively recently from working on Gen AI projects suddenly click into places. Her ideas didn't just inform me, they spoke to me deeply. She opened with something bold: we're all hallucinating right now. And not metaphorically, neurologically, our brains don't have direct access to the reality. They sit in the dark, in a bone case, making predictions about the world based on our internal models and adjusting those models based on our sensory feedbacks. This feedback loop is how we see, how we feel, how we think, how we decide. That's why neuroscientists call perception a control hallucination. And that's where it gets beautiful. When I speak to you and you understand me, like in this video, our hallucinations are temporarily aligned. For a moment, your world model syncs up with mine. That's what language does. That's what makes communication possible. And at a deeper level, that's what makes intelligence social. The idea immediately brought into mind a book that I recently read by David Eagleman. The book is called Life Wired. He argues that our brain isn't hardwired, it's life-wired, a dynamic, ever-adapting system that reshapes itself based on our experience. We don't passively absorb data, we interact with the world and our brains to rewire in real time. And it made me realize something simple but often overlooked. We don't become intelligent by knowing things. We become intelligent by living inside a world that pushes back. We poked it and it pokes back. That's how babies learn. That's how we learn. That's how any agent should learn. Not by memorizing data, but by interacting with a world that talks back. That's the essence of general intelligence, the ability to adapt through interactions, the ability to update a world model based on serendipitous surprise, friction, and feedback. That's what makes human intelligent, and it's what's missing from so many of today's AI systems. We've trained models on massive datasets, we've scaled parameters and tokens and architectures through the scaling law, but the learning is still passive, disconnected. No agent becomes general by reading the internet. General intelligence demands engagement. And here's something that Dr. Brzik said that completely reframed how I think about AI hallucination. Hallucinations are not a bug, they are a feature. That hit, because it's true. Hallucinations, our brain's ability to stimulate and imagine beyond direct input, are what make us flexible. They let us generalize, predict, imagine futures, fill in the gaps, and that's how we go beyond the data. The challenge isn't to eliminate hallucinations in AI, it's to control them, to ground them, steer them, align them with human values and shared context. And that's the real goal, not precision alone, but usefulness through controlled deviation. Which brings us to a deeper point, the one that talks more beautifully. General intelligence isn't about what lives inside a brain or inside a model. It emerges between minds in shared environments through collaboration, through language, through representational alignment, the ability to see what someone else sees, or at least try. And that's not just philosophical, it's historical. Dr. Brzik walked us through the long arc of our own evolution. Our ancestors didn't survive because they were stronger or faster. They survived because they could read each other's intentions. They developed the theory of mind. They built shared representation of the world. They gave rise to language, and language created culture, and culture created tools, and tools created feedback loops that changed the structure of our cognition. We literally co-evolved with our technologies, and no one understood this better than Douglas Engelbart. While others were dreaming about machines that could think, Engelbart was dreaming about tools that could help humans think better. He didn't just invent the mouse and the graphical interface, he invented the idea that computers could augment our minds. And he was right. Just look at what happened since. We outsource memory to Google, computation to spreadsheets. navigation to GPS, our cognition is no longer just inside of our heads, it's extended into the world, into our tools. And that's not just convenient, it's transformative. It changes how we think, what we notice. That's why the agents we build next matter so much. If we just keep building, making newer, smarter models, but don't ground them in real environments, don't give them shared goals, don't enable them with mutual understanding across AI agents and with humans, we risk building systems that are powerful but alien, fast but misaligned, fluent but hollow. But there's another path. We can design systems that learn like we do through feedbacks and failures, that update their world models through interaction, that live inside environments that push back. Systems that aren't just powerful alone by itself, but useful with us. And that's what alignment really means, not obedience, not prompt tuning. Alignment means building systems whose internal models resonate with ours, who sees what we see, who can track intent, share goals, and respond to context, not because they were forced to, but because they understand. That kind of alignment doesn't come from pre-training alone. It comes from experience, from shared reality with humans, from systems that co-evolve with us, just like our tools always have. Maybe we need to stop chasing the image of a all-knowing, godlike machine brain. Maybe that's not general intelligence at all. That's why this talk meant so much to me. It didn't just explain general intelligence, it rehumanized it. It reframed it as something dynamic, embodied, and shared. It helped me realize we don't need AI that outsmarts us. We need AI that gets us, that grows with us. Not smarter machines instead of us, but smarter systems that grow with us. And maybe that's what AGI has always meant to be. Not just artificial general intelligence, but aligned, generative interaction. Thanks a lot for listening. I'll see you all in the next one.